Welcome to another video. Today you may have heard that the Nik Collection version 9 has been released by DxO. So it's a pretty exciting announcement. You'll probably see lots of different videos and information on it. What I wanted to do this morning is focus in on one of the features that I like, and that is leveraging one of the new masking options. So this is the image that we're going to take a look at, and we are going to target one that looks something like this. So I want to add fog and mystery to this wooded area. So let's jump into it. So we're in Photo Lab right now, and with this selected, I'm going to click on the Nik Collection, and we're going to go into the Nik 9 color effects. All right, now we're into Nik 9 color effects. What I want to do is add fog, but I want the fog heavier in the background and to fade off as it gets closer, just like if you're actually standing in a wooded area like this, you wouldn't see necessarily the fog being the same throughout the depth of the image. So this is where the fog filter comes in. We are going to leverage the depth mask. So let's find the fog filter and we'll add that to the image. And as you can see, pretty straightforward. It adds it globally to the entire image. There are different methods. So there's number 1, number 2 is a bit darker, number 3, and number 4. So 4 seems to be more washed out looking. I kind of like number 2 because we're looking for more of a mysterious woodland area look. The next thing we're going to do is add the local adjustment, and we're going to go down to the depth mask, and that depth mask is going to give us the opportunity to pick a point where we want to apply the mask. So what I'm wanting to do is, rather than having it in a specific area, as you can see here, you can select the different depths to have the mask, but we're going to put it on the furthest back section, and then we're going to feather it into the front. So how do we do that? We go down to the mask options down here, and this allows us to feather that down, take that right up to the front, and then you can adjust where you start the roll off. So I like it around here, but this is still a bit lighter than I want to have it. So we're going to go in and we're going to add a levels and curves adjustment like that. And then we're going to bring this down, and we may find that we want to intensify the fog a little bit more after having done that. So let's increase the intensity. And then maybe drop that down a bit more in the darkest areas and bring in just a little bit of the lighter areas there. So at this point in time, you would make the adjustments to your contrast curve and to your fog adjustments as you like. With this contrast curve, let's take a look and see what these other methods would look like. Again, that's a brighter one, number 1, number 2 where we're at, number 3, and number 4. But I still like number 2 the best. But what I might do is back off that intensity. Just back that off a little bit because it starts to look a little artificial when you bring that up too much. You see that? We bring it up there. But that looks fake. We want it to look as natural as possible. And then something else I wanted to show here as well, when you're using the depth mask, or any mask for that matter, you can change the overlay options. And so with the black and white, it gives us a good view of the darker stuff is in the foreground, the gray stuff is kind of mid-ground, and the lighter stuff is in the background. So that's a good way to check and see where your depth mask is being applied. And at this point, you can go into the mask options and make any adjustments if you want. If you want to bring the background closer to the front, or bring the background closer to the back, maybe bring in some of these other elements that are a little bit closer so they'd be a lighter gray. So this is where you can play around with that. If you don't want it to come all the way to the front, you can back that off a bit as well. And then set the mask back to the default overlay option. And you can see that. But I like having it coming in a little bit more from there. So that is the new depth mask along with the fog adjustment. So when you're finished and you're happy with the results, all you need to then do is hit apply to go back to PhotoLab. You'll see it's in here. And then you can make further adjustments, double click it or go to the customize. And if you want to make further adjustments to it within PhotoLab, then you can do that. So I hope you liked the video. I hope you got something from it. And please like and don't forget to follow or subscribe. Have a great day.